Part 2 of Life Pro Tips. If your ring is stuck on your finger, don't use water, use Windex. I don't know. I think I've heard, like, fuck, what is it? Vegetable oil. I don't know. I don't wear jewelry, so I can't confirm or deny. If you're third wheeling it, don't comment on it. The couple obviously knows, and they're trying to make you feel comfortable. Commenting makes them feel like they're doing a bad job. Yep. I'm a mom friend, so I like when everybody is like comfortable and happy. So yeah, pointing it out is just kind of like, good job, Dick. Da-da-da. Instead of clicking the mail icon to read replies to your posts, look through your last written comments. That way you can manually filter replies of Redditors based on your comments' karma value, which helps you avoid a lot of hostile and negative responses. Well, there you go, I guess. But in regards to email in general, sorry if you hear my landlord. He's mowing the lawn right now, but he usually only does like 5 minutes worth and then gives up. He stretches it out for like a week. It's stupid. But anyway, I've had a lot of friends who are like, "Oh, I got your email, but I forgot to respond." 'Cause they're those crappy types of people. No offense, but offense. Like, people who have to rush to read a message, but then they're like, with responding to your friend. You're kind of a terrible person. Like, grow up and have, like, a shred of discipline. I get excited for emails and texts, too, but I still wait until I'm ready to respond to read it, because I'm a grown-up and I have self-discipline. At least a shred of it. But anyway, here's a sweet life hack for if you're one of those people who forgets to respond. Just mark the email as unread, dummy. Then it pops up and it reminds you. That's it. Moving on. How to live a more fulfilling life. Amazing speech. No, we're not gonna. To prevent pictures taken with your phone from looking foggy, clean the lenses real good before you take a picture. Okay. That's good job. If you have an iPhone or Apple Music, you can set any song to be your alarm. I heard a lot of people hate that song though, so you gotta pick one that's pretty nice. Here's a fun fact about SpookyPooch, guys. My alarm for a long time was the N64 Harvest Moon opening title scene, and then after that, it was the opening title scene of Kingdom Hearts, that dearly beloved song. Just how it's nice. Actually, I think it was the one from the second game, because it's more of like a slow volume increase, so it was nice and gentle, and I never hated it, because I'm amazing. I think actually, yeah, my outros are Nightmare Before Christmas, because I like Kingdom Hearts, and I like Nightmare Before Christmas ever since I was 6 or 7 when it came out. This is useful information, thank you, and I think I play the dearly beloved piano theme. But anyway, if you have a Roku Gen 1 or 2, you can automatically skip all the commercials on Hulu. Haha. Tipping at a full-service car wash. Do you want to, like, pray tell? Okay, I am an 8-year veteran of a full-service car wash chain. Life pro tip, if you have your car washed at a full-service car wash, that is the type of wash where the employees do the work for you. It is customary for you to tip the employee. If you don't feel like tipping, go wash the car for yours. Okay. Mr. Man, sometimes, for one, speaking personally, I don't know when you have to tip people. The only time I really know that you tip someone is waiters. But even then, lots of times, I'm picking up my own food. I'm collecting everything. I just like to tidy it myself, so it's just weird where it's like, oh, you brought me water. Wow. But I still tip just because it's like, well, your life apparently is not very fun, which is why you're doing this job. Stop drinking soda. Psst, that's stupid. You'll reduce your cravings, scream talk. You will lose weight. You will get less sick, stronger bones, more energy. I'm gonna call bullshit. Okay, so right now I lost 10 pounds within a month. I have been calorie counting. And guess what? Soda's not that bad. One soda a day is 160 calories, I believe. At least for the orange soda I have, because it's amazing. That's not bad. At all. One soda a day? That's fine. You ladies, the estrogen humans need about 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day to maintain breaking even. Men need like 200 or 400 more than that. And so yeah, you can afford it. Just one soda's not gonna hurt. When you have like 5 a day like I used to, then there's gonna be problems. But otherwise, no. Ugh. I'm like a fitness freak now. I was doing keto before that, and I finally started counting calories instead, and I lost a lot of weight. So anyway, yeah, don't hate on fucking soda, asshole. I mean, sorry, Phil Mitchell, but don't attack my soda, please. Okay, next one. Apply for citizenship elsewhere. The country steals your already unaffordable health care, discriminates colors and faiths for money, belittles women, hates democracy, and is turning into a dictatorship. Is this about the U.S. of States? The United States of States? This is an opinion, not a life pro tip. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking touch that. It's shit I don't understand, so I can't speak of it, and I wish other people would take my life pro tip of don't speak about shit you don't understand. Don't be a fucking cricket where you just make a lot of noise and then once the facts are close, you're like, oh, quiet. Life pro tip. If you require a fee from a bank or credit card company, call them and say you're sorry and new at this kind of stuff. They'll often remove the fee as a courtesy favor. Okay, we'll check into that. I had my credit card number stolen when I was about 18 or 19. The person kept buying puppy adoption slots or something like that, and also Skype credit. So anyway, here's the shitty part. Here's a life pro tip. You might want to just go to the bank first and close down that account before, and then get a new one, and then come back later, another day, and then report the fraudulent shit. Because what I did is I went in, closed my account, and reported the fraudulent transactions, and my bank did a one-time courtesy waive where they got rid of all the scam purchases. But problem was, there were still a few pending. So the wonderful part that my bank decided to do is not only did I get slammed with all the other pending transactions, the scammer guy, but since I didn't have any money in there, since it was closed and I took all the money out, I got slammed for each transaction, that like $35 fee that I didn't have any money in there from the bank. So yeah, I got pretty fucked. So anyway, mods at the super popular. Remove my post. LOL. This has potential to save people a lot of money. Oh well. Because it's bullshit. The banks will have your account history in front of them. They can tell if you're bullshitting to their face about being new. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you guys want to try this, then go for it. But otherwise, that seems like it's iffy. And just makes you sound like a lying motherfucker. Before a home inspection, have all the debris, for example leaves, swept off the roof, and make sure all the other systems are unobstructed. Duh. For any kids, you can get your home inspected, just 'cause, or because you want to get it evaluated to get it appraised, which means you can get more money for your house. It's valued better because you're taking care of it, or you added on some cool stuff, useful stuff and whatnot. But obviously, if someone's coming over to your house to look at your house, maybe have a good house. Make it good. Some of these are so stupid where it's like, if you want to breathe, make sure you're not underwater. 10 upvotes. Life pro tip, if you own movies on Google Play, you can watch them via YouTube. Okay, there you go. If you're always forgetting to pack a neck pillow for a flight, store it in your empty luggage at home. Okay, so already have it in there. Here, another life pro tip is that before a trip, especially like one that's over a week long, You should live in your suitcase for a week. That way you can see if you're forgetting anything, like a toothbrush, hairbrush, women's unmentionables, and stuff like that. I think that's a pretty good one, which is why I told you, because I care. Bring earplugs to any event you think will have loud noises, concerts, sporting events, etc. It allows you to control your volume level. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh. Want to deter robbers away from your home without paying for a security system? Simply buy a sign instead. Yeah. This can work. But also, life pro tip, if you do have a security system, do not advertise what security system it is, because the bad guys know how to work each one. So if you're like, yeah, I've got this one, then they're like, oh, well, they've got that one, so now we know exactly how to get around it. So don't advertise it unless it's just like, yeah, we do have a security system, but don't say what brand and blah blah blah, because that kind of takes a lot of the fucking trouble out of it, I guess. And always lock your doors. There's always things to steal, including raping and murdering you. My one, I know someone who's like, there's nothing to rob in my house, haha, there's nothing worth taking, and it's like, well, they can still rape your children, so maybe you should lock your doors, you stupid fuck. Anyway, use video chat for home improvement projects. What? Okay. I'm wondering if this is like to share with the wife or something. Yeah, need to keep your eyes on two things at once. Use your phone and your computer, and now you can have a video chat. Now you can video chat. Oh, I see what they mean. Okay, so, yeah. I mean, yeah, here's examples. Cleaning out a drain valve. Is anything coming out yet? Checking brake and turn signals. Finding which switch breaker controls which lights. This is nice. This is a good one. Hell yeah. That's good. Good for them. Good for an actual useful one. If someone is making a lot of noise outside your place, don't yell at them. Instead, go down to the street and politely ask them to keep it down because you have a baby sleeping inside. My first apartment was its own house, and about 50 to 100 feet away was my neighbor, and he was a drunken college-age kid. College age. Not in college, just college age. So 21 is what his age was. His mommy and daddy kicked him out because he was a dick, but his enabling brother and sister, one signed for the apartment, the other paid for the apartment, and they both moved out because they couldn't stand him. So this little bitch of a neighbor is living on his own, having parties every night, going to his car every night in the middle of the night, honking it to close it, to lock it. You know how it does that beep? Because God forbid just using the manual lock so that it doesn't beep right next to my house in the middle of the night every night, several times a night. Thank you. This was hell. Living there was hell. And he had parties all the time, so he would even just stand right outside my fucking window and just talk loudly. You know, the drunken yell conversations with his friends. One time, it was 2:30 a.m., he had already come out a few times that night, and I got tired of it. So I'm like, okay, fuck this. So I got up, went over to his house, I knock, he comes out, I'm like, hey, who keeps coming out to the car and honking it? It's obvious I'm trying to sleep. So he just goes, oh, sorry, you know, in his bro voice. My friend's not feeling so well. So I go, oh, so your friend isn't feeling well every night? Okay, so basically, he never cared. He'd also block in I couldn't park because he'd block me in, or he'd block me from coming back home, and I lived straight off of a highway, so it's not like you could just park anywhere. Like, I needed to get into my property and he would not let me. He'd never help shovel during snow. He was the most pathetic, petty little bitch. And I'm only saying this metaphorically, that I metaphorically scenario should have just beaten him with a bat or a crowbar. That's what I should have done. But I thought it was the right thing to just warn him. I'd already warned him politely through text and stuff, just, like as a friend, just because I want to be nice about it, because I know people work out of spite and will be loud anyway. But he's actually committing. There's a noise ordinance. It's illegal to be loud in the middle of the night. But he goes to me, well, the thing is, I've lived here before you, as his way to justify being a loud fucking bitch. So I'm like, alright, cool, so I'm just gonna call the cops. And he's like, no, don't call the cops. So he behaved for maybe like a day or two, and then I had to end up calling the cops on him. But here's the fun kicker. He has another brother, and he's a cop. And he was a cop in that town. So nothing would ever happen to him. And since it was reported, and I wanted to press charges, and he denied it, we had to go to court. So that was like another year of bullshit. So I went, oh fuck, here's another part. This has turned into not LifeProTips, but just my bitch fucking neighbor. I had to go to court, so oh fuck, I forgot to say. Since he was a bitch, and he never would help shovel snow off the property. Instead, he would just drive over it and pack it down into solid ice, so our cars would all get stuck. He was such a useless pile of shit. And what's funny is that my landlord, also a spineless little shit, would admit, like, yeah, I see that he never helps. It's always you shoveling. It's never him, and he'll actually park off the property a block down the road just so that he doesn't have to shovel. Like, that's the level this bitch was. One day he got angry because his brother slept over or something, but his brother had to work that morning, and it was a Saturday, so I didn't have to go anywhere. So I slept in, God forbid. So this shit little bitch started throwing rocks and snowballs and shit at my window and stabbing my house with a shovel to wake me up, because it was a tiny house, so he was doing it just to wake me up and be a little bitch. So, as I said, humans work out of spite, so this guy's being a fucking cocksucker to me. So I'm like, okay, 1, you're an asshole, I'm not going to help you, and 2, he's already created an obvious hostile environment, because I am a little girl, and he is a man. So, because this was years ago, so I was younger. And he had his brother there too, so there were 2 guys, and then me. So, that's a little shallow. And he was purposely intimidating me, he was gesturing me through the fucking window and shit, so I'm like, cool, alright, so I record him, and I recorded him doing the shit he wasn't supposed to do, so I pressed charges, and I obviously had footage. Here's a fun pro tip, guys. Just because you have video doesn't mean they're guilty, because what happened was the judge told me that he saw the video, and he knows the kid because he knows his other cop brother. So they're all working together, sucking each other's dicks. And they purposely would not let me present the video, because kids, the way it works is that even though the judge saw it outside of court, since it's in court and he refused to let me present the evidence, it doesn't count as him knowing the truth, because justice is dead. So the guy, the shithead neighbor, got to walk away free. I wonder how many times he was coddled and enabled, not only by his family, but by other cops and the fucking judge of that city. Nice! Again, that was over a year of fucking shit. And I made prints of screen captures of the video. I brought in the video. None of it matters because they're all fucking sleeping together and shit. That's a term. When there's like nepotism and stuff, guys. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, so justice is dead. I mean, I'd already been fucked over by a few cops. I'm still pro-cop, because there's good people, there's bad people. There's good cops, there's bad cops. It's just, I keep running into bad cops, and it fucking sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video there. Tell me about your good and bad cop stories. I used to want to be a cop. But not anymore. Bye.